every chain. Everybody sings. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Come on. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Everybody sing. There is power.
On Monday, June 16th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at St. Dominic's Pastoral, St. Finbar Church in Diego Martin, we are getting ready to prepare you to live fearlessly in a world of uncertainty. This morning, we have the distinction of being joined by Sister Silvereen Mongru, who will be able to give us some insight on how we'll do that in her capacity of the BK in Venezuela and BK in Fyzabad, Trinidad Center Coordinator. Good morning and welcome to the Now.
Good morning. Thank you, Anchor.
I'm glad that you're here because immediately it is a world of uncertainty. And when we talk about living fearlessly, it seems a little far-fetched, sometimes impossible for some. Tell me a little bit as to what this actual session entails and how we're able to make it accessible to everyone.
Yes. So once again, thank you. So the reason why we have chosen this topic of living fearlessly is because we have seen that everybody, actually everybody from big to small, living in fear. And of course, you know, just after COVID, it's even worse. During the COVID, it was even bad. And we are seeing that there is a rise in mental health imbalances or mental health diseases. And this means that many people now are suffering with anxiety and depression and panic attack and insomnia. I mean, these are the people who are coming to our centers most of all. And so the reason why we are promoting these kinds of lectures that is based on fearlessness is that it can help you to come out of these kinds of ailments.
Beautiful.
Because behind anxiety and depression and insomnia and panic attack and so on, there is a lot of fear, which means fears have triggered these mental imbalances. And you would realize that the people who are suffering with these things, they have a lot of negative thoughts. And all the negative thoughts that they are creating in their mind are all fear-based.
I appreciate your perspective, saying that these are mental imbalances,
Yes.
because it does give the perspective of being able to create balance again.
Yes.
Even the thought of, or the fact that we are creating these thoughts gives a sense of control and the ability to overcome it. And in that case, give us a little bit of the history or context of the institution itself, because we are talking meditation, we are talking
Yes.
mental health in the perfect month.
Very good. So the name of the organization is Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual Organization. It was born in Sindh in Pakistan, but at that time Pakistan was still part of India. Now the base, our headquarters is in Rajasthan, Mount Abu. And we have coordinating offices, international coordinating offices in London, in New York, and of course every country. We are actually present in more than 120 countries. And in Trinidad also, we are here since 1976, a long time. With a few, of course, big centers in Trinidad. We have 5 big centers.
Fantastic.
And what we do is our practice is meditation. Why meditation? It's because this word meditation derives from a Latin word medere, which means to heal or to cure. And so when I begin to meditate, I begin to heal myself. And to heal, I am using my own thoughts. The reason why is that many people does not know that every single negative thought that you create, you are doing damage to yourself. Whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, as well as physically. And that's why the good saying, healthy mind, healthy body.
Right.
But what does it mean to have a healthy mind in order to have a healthy body? And that's where meditation comes in.
So these sessions will actually be interactive then, teaching you actual meditation practices
Of course,
you can use.
definitely. There will be meditation sessions.
Perfection. Now, granted that we have leaders or pioneers in these realms, tell me about Sister Moira, who will be joining us to
Yes.
lead.
Very good. So Sister Moira is an Argentinian nurse, and she has almost 40 years with the Brahma Kumaris. teaching and practicing Raj Yoga meditation and giving talks on an international level also. She's a well sought after lecturer. And of course, I have more than almost 30 years knowing her, working with her, because she visits us a couple times in Venezuela. And she's a very, very sweet, intelligent, understanding soul. You'll be so surprised to meet with someone like this. So she's so humble, very intelligent, at the same time humble.
Well, in terms of utilizing those sorts of practices, I imagine humility will be a part of it, and some sort of grace and elegance even, because when we talk about persons who have that mental control, I imagine someone who, as you say, is very fearless, very much in control of themselves, and therefore this is a session that can benefit every and anyone.
Definitely.
In terms of who is encouraged to come through, do any sort of age limits or prerequisites at all?
No, there is no age limits. You know why? Because we have seen today that even little children, they are suffering with anxiety. I was invited to give a talk in a school, primary school actually. And the teacher there was telling me that these children have anxiety, little children, 8, 9 years. So these sessions, so these programs that we are promoting are for any age group, because even a small child can understand.
Granted that you mentioned it as a session or the courses, it means that this is one of many. Tell me what else we have planned.
So beside this program, we have in all our centers, we give meditation classes that can help you to deal with anything, whether it is an ailment, whether it's to just relax, whether it's for your spiritual, mental development. We have a wide variety of lessons, classes, courses, workshops, you name it. And to follow up this lecture on Living Fearlessly, we are offering Managing Anxiety and Depression at the Agra Street Center. That is 24 Agra Street, St. James, on Tuesdays at 5 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m.
So Monday is a one-time session, but following that we'll have a multiple series session.
Correct.
Do we need to continuously attend all of those sessions from Tuesday?
I mean, every session for you will be beneficial, and the more you can take from it will be better for you. The reason why is that these mental imbalances, I should say patients, they have the habit of only creating negative thoughts. These sessions are going to help you to change that mindset, because what brought you to that point is a mindset, but not a positive mindset, a negative mindset.
Gotcha.
How to change it. So.
I'm excited for the opportunity to learn those strategies, because it's not an easy thing to do, as you say, in the world today. But then how do we register? How do we become a part of this option?
There's no need to even register.
You show up?
Yeah, you just come.
So 5:30 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. we are heading to St. Finbar's and Diego Martin.
Yes.
And then on Tuesday, we also have sessions that follow every Tuesday?
For now, it will be on Tuesdays.
And in terms of quotas or numbers of persons who can attend, any sort of limits there?
We're starting with 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Need to work with anything if we're talking meditation?
You really don't have to work with anything, because meditation means I'm using my thoughts. It's a question of the mind, you know, changing the way you think. So.
And then, if we were to think of one message we could leave with persons to begin the process of living fearlessly, what would that be?
I would say you look at your thoughts and see if behind those thoughts that you have any kind of fear. Understand that your fears are what is causing you to be suffering with either insomnia, either panic attacks, whether it's anxiety, depression. There is so many other, schizophrenia and all of these things. Behind all of those mental imbalances, the number one culprit is fear.
Well, I appreciate you starting us on the right track to live a, less fearful life.
Yes.
And we will join you on Monday, June 16th at St. Finbar's and Diego Martin from 5:30 p.m. so we too can live fearlessly in a world of uncertainty. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And of course, you guys stay tuned today now. We've got even more that you could use after these messages.
Jesus, there is name of Jesus, to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain.